NFL Week 10 against the spread. Started off with Thursday Night Football. Raiders going into Denver. Denver favored by 9.5. Too weird to not take the 9.5 points on a short week, Thursday Night Football. So give me the Raiders to cover 9.5. Falcons going into Indianapolis. Great bounce back spot for Indianapolis to cover 5.5. Colts, we know, are the best team in the NFL right now, so give me the Colts to cover 5.5. Jacksonville going into Houston. Houston favored by 1.5 points. This is the third straight week where I have absolutely no idea why the Houston Texans are favored, but I'm just going to close my eyes, click the button, trust what Vegas is telling me, take the Houston Texans 1.5. Giants going into Chicago. Chicago favored by 3.5 points. Another weird spread. I don't understand it. I'm going to take the Chicago Bears at home, 3.5 points. I think they're playing a lot better than the Giants. Baltimore minus 4.5 going into Minnesota. Massive win for the Minnesota Vikings. Give me the Minnesota Vikings to cover 4.5 points at home, one of the toughest places to play. Browns going into the New York Jets. Jets are favored by 1.5. You know what? No, you don't know anything. Give me the Browns to cover 1.5. New Orleans going into Carolina. Carolina favored by 5.5 points against Tyler. Give me the Panthers, 5.5. Buffalo favored by 9.5 points against my Miami Dolphins. Frankly, as a Dolphins fan, I really do want the Dolphins to lose, and I would love for them to get pummeled into the ground because I want to see Mike McDaniel go. So give me the Bills to cover 9.5 points. New England going into Tampa. Tampa favored by 2.5 points. Look, I think this is the spot. This is by far the spot for the New England Patriots to be let down. So give me the Bucks. Still one of the best teams in the NFL, but the 7-2 Patriots do not cover. Arizona going into Seattle. Seattle favored by 6.5 points. Arizona coming off a massive win against the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm actually going to believe what I'm seeing in Seattle. So to pick a side, I will go with the Seattle Seahawks and the new Rashid Shaheeds. Rams going into San Francisco. San Francisco is the underdog at home, 3.5 points. This is a weird matchup. Give me the Niners to cover 3.5 points at home. They already did it once on Thursday Night Football. Detroit going into Washington. Washington is a dog at home. 8.5 points is the spread. Great bounce back spot for Detroit, especially playing a team with no Jaden Daniels, no Marshawn Lattimore. Now Luke McCaffrey's hurt. They have just too many injuries to go around. Give me Detroit to cover 8.5. Pittsburgh going into LA. LA favored by 3 points. Massive, massive win for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Steelers on the road. No Joe Alt being there. I think that's going to be a massive loss for the Chargers. And last but not least, Philly going into Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 2.5 points. The fact that we can get an Eagles team, who I still think is the second best team in the NFL, to be a road dog, I'm going to take the Eagles to cover 2.5 points. This is the get back week. Let's go!